Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Donna and I am the Creole Crafter. Today I have 4 Dollar Tree DIY fall projects for you, so let's get started. DIY number 1. Here's what I have for this project. I have apple barrel paint in white. Also I have one of those miniature chopping board signs from Dollar General. I have peel and stick wall decal from Dollar Tree, and I also have a pumpkin from a previous sign from Dollar Tree and some jute twine also from Dollar Tree. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is take the jute twine with the beads on it from around the handle of the chopping board, and I'm going to set it aside to use for later. Then I'm going to use my heating tool to melt the glue on the back of the word gobble, which is on the sign, and the heat will loosen up the adhesive, and I'll use my scraper to just scrape it right off. And then I'm going to use my finger sander to sand off the excess glue and the wording that's on there. Next thing that I did was I gave the chopping board 2 coats of the apple barrel paint in white. And after it was completely dry, what I did next was I took the peel and stick wall decal, cut it down to size, and then I decided to fussy cut around the leaves before adhering it to the sign, rather the chopping board. And after that was done, all I did was peeled off the backing and place it on the chopping board. And the next thing that I did was I took the little pumpkin and I gave it, before that I trimmed all the excess from around the chopping board. And then I took the little pumpkin and I gave it a coat of apple barrel pumpkin orange to vibrant up the little pumpkin. I used some hot glue and I attached it to the center of the chopping board. And then I took one of my Dollar Tree paint markers and I wrote the word fall, and there it is. And I think this came out absolutely adorable. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. DIY number 2. Here's what I have for this project. I have I have one of those galvanized harvest signs from Dollar Tree, apple barrel paint in coral and white. I also have some burnt umber. I have one of those round Dollar Tree wooden signs. I have some napkins, fall napkins from Dollar General, and some fall picks from Walmart. First thing that I'm going to do is give the galvanized sign a coat of the coral and the circle sign, the wooden circle sign, a coat of 2 coats of the white paint. Oh my God, here we go, y'all. What I did was, after the paint was dry, I gave it a full coat of Mod Podge, and now I'm taking my napkin and I'm going to cut it down to size. I let the Mod Podge completely dry first and cut my napkin down to the size that I need to fit halfway on the wood round. And then I'm going to take a piece, I'm going to separate the napkin. It has 2 plies. I'm going to separate the 1 ply from it. And I'm going to use some parchment paper, place it over the napkin on the wood round. Use my miniature iron to reactivate the Mod Podge so I don't have any wrinkles or bubbles. And you guys have seen me do this numerous amounts of times. I'm just using a little piece of tape to help me separate the napkin plies. Now that that is done, I'm going to take my finger sander and just sand down the excess napkin from around the wood round. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I have a piece of, this is from one of those straw hats that Dollar Tree puts out in the springtime, summertime. I'm just going to measure me a piece of that and hot glue it at the edge of the napkin in the center of the sign. And I'm going to take my fall picks. I already took the pumpkins off. I am going to take the leaves off of the stem and hot glue them down individually. And because I am such a genius, you will see what I do after I arrange my floral pick, the leaves. And I am going to hot glue them to the wood round. And you'll see what I do after that. I took my time, hot glued them there, and they were so pretty. Just hot glued to the top of the sign. I decided that I wanted to make a bow. And then I decided that that ribbon would be too busy. So I went to my ribbon stash and I cut, I think it was 10 pieces of different ribbon, 2 pieces each. And I'm going to take it and fold it in half, and you can cut it whatever inch size you want your bow to be. We're making a bow. And I'm going to tuck it in between my thumb and my index finger and hold it there, pinch it in the middle, hold it there. And I'm going to do that for all pieces of the ribbon. And after that, I decided to take a zip tie, and you'll see that in a minute. I'm going to take a zip tie to clench it all together, and I'm holding it with my right hand, right? But I can't really do much of anything with my left hand, so I'm switching it over to my left hand so I can, cinch the zip tie around a bit. Well, look at this, y'all. Somebody look at this. Look at this, me and the zip tie. I was trying to figure out, because if you don't put it in on the correct side, it won't zip. It won't make that zipping sound. So I had already figured it out once before when I tried this, and I did it wrong. So here I'm like, girl, you're not doing this right. It's not gonna stay. Put it back in your right hand and try it again. Yeah, look at it. Look at what you're doing. Okay, somebody look at this. Look at what I'm doing. Look at me struggling with the zip tie. It's like I just couldn't figure it out, but eventually I did. And I get it in and I pull it tight. And I don't pull it as tight as it can go, because I knew that I wanted to straighten up my ribbon first and get a position where I want it. So I put it back in my right hand, right? And I'm like, you can't do this with your left hand because you're right-handed. Put it back in your left hand. This was a struggle. It really was a struggle. So here I'm pulling it as tight as I can get it. And I'm going to snip the zip tie. And then I'm going to play with my ribbon and fluff out my bow. And then after that, I decided that, hey, I want to ducktail it, fishtail it, cut the ends of the ribbon, right? So this is what I do next. And after all of that was done, and I said to myself, this ribbon is just as busy as the first ribbon. You put yourself through all that. You could have just used the first ribbon. Really? So here I'm just fluffing it up and trying to make it look pretty. And it does. It comes out pretty nice. To say it was a struggle. Y'all, in all honesty, I think this bow had me hypnotized for a minute or two. And for my new subscribers, it's just this thing with me and making bows. All my old subscribers, they already know what the deal is with me and the bow. So newbies, I go through it when I'm making a bow. Yes, I do. But I don't give up. So after all of that, then the genius in me decides that I'm going to put it to the top, on top of my floral peaks, and I cover up all of the pretty floral. You can't see it. Then I thought the bow looked like a top hat on the wood round, but after I had struggled with it, I just went with it. I hot glued it to the wood round and just left it like that. And then after that, I took my harvest sign and I hot glued it to the center of the wood round. And I'm just looking at this bow like, really, girl, you did that? And I'm still messing with the bow. And then I realized that I chose the word harvest because of the pumpkins, right? So I decided to add the pumpkins. I just used some hot glue and hot glued them to the bottom of the bow. And mm, I think it came out cute. Like my friend at Joyful Designs is cute. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I should have not been bothered with that bow and just use the pumpkins. Okay, moving on to DIY number 3. Here's what I have. I have some jute twine. I also have some peel and stick letters from Walmart, some apple barrel paint in pumpkin orange, some of those tea light candles from Dollar Tree, some baby food jars that someone gave me, and I also have some stems out the yard, some moss, and some raffia. The first thing that I'm going to do is take my peel and stick letters, and I'm going to peel off the letters to spell the word fall, and I'll put a letter on each jar. And after that, I'm going to give each jar 2 complete coats of the paint. And it's not pumpkin, it's the coral. The paint is called Flamingo Coral from Apple Barrel, and that's what I use. And after it was completely dried, I peeled my letters off, and I had a ton of bleeding. Yes, I did. And I tried to clean it up as best I could. Now, what I did was I took my tops, I gave them 2 coats of the burnt umber paint, and I embellished it with the Spanish moss. I hot glued the stem, the Spanish moss. I also added a raffia, a jute twine bow, and a button to each top because these are miniature pumpkins, and the tops and the brown is X as the top of the pumpkin, the stem of the pumpkin, in other words. But I think this came out so cute. And speaking of my friend, my sweet friend Joy at Joyful Designs, she's trying to reach her goal of 1,000 subscribers. She's a fantastic creator, y'all. She's a bit under the weather now. She had surgery on her arm, but she's just getting back to crafting and creating. And I am going to ask my subscribers to help go over to her channel and help her reach her goal of 1,000 subscribers. She's a fantastic creator, y'all. Go over to her channel and show her some love and tell her that the Creole's Crafter said hello. And here are my little pumpkins all lit up. I think they are adorable. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. DIY number 4. Here's what I have. Apple barrel paint in white. I have some ribbon from Dollar Tree, some jute twine from Dollar Tree, a scrap piece of lamb's ear pig. I cut out on my Cricut Hello Autumn with a pumpkin. I have a stem out my yard and some raffia. And I have one of those hanging signs from Dollar Tree. Okay, the first thing that I did was I took the sign apart, peeled all the paper off of it. I gave the larger piece a coat of apple barrel barn red. I gave the round small one 2 coats of the apple barrel white, and I am going to replace it, put it back in the center. We're using some hot glue. And after that, I took and weeded out my wording and my pumpkin, and now I'm going to transfer it to my sign. And if you don't have a cutting machine, Dollar Tree, Walmart, any craft stores sell peel and stick letters. You can find what you need and spell out whatever phrase you like. And y'all, I have Cricut tools, but where are they? I have no idea right now. So I'm just using what's next to me, my fingernails, whatever, to transfer my cutouts. I don't know where my Cricut tools are right now. So I decided to take the stem, and I wanted to give the sign a little character because I thought that it was kind of plain. So I'm going to add a stem, some raffia, and I'm going to make a simple bow. Add that to the top with the green ribbon and the orange and white gingham ribbon. My God. Ribbon. Yes. I'm going to cinch the bow in the middle, tie the middle with some jute twine, And there it is. And I also decided to distress it a little bit. So I used some of the apple barrel burnt umber to do the distressing with. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. I think this came out absolutely adorable. Okay, let me take this time to thank all my subscribers and all my new subscribers. You guys are so deeply appreciated. And if you're just stopping by today, anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so you too can be a part of my YouTube family. And if so, don't forget the notification bell. Drop down, click all, and YouTube will notify you when I upload a video. And always, always remember to get lost in what you love. Bye-bye.